Hey everybody, your host AMF1534 here. Let's play F-Zero, one of my favorite games of my childhood. So, I don't really need to explain this game too much. We're going to be the Fire Stingray today, because that's, I feel, the best one. And we're going to play in Standard Mode. Hold on a second here. Okay. Yeah, this game is awesome. It's actually one of the first racing games for the Super Nintendo that I can think of that integrated any type of 3D graphics whatsoever. Or at least the illusion that made it look like it had 3D graphics. Because obviously you can tell that it does not. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's just a very fun, simple racing game. Obviously there are 3 rival cars here, and your objective is to beat them. It goes off a very light scoring system. You gain points depending on how you finish at the end of each lap. So if you get first place, it looks like you get about 900 points. And I don't really know how the scale goes otherwise, but there's that safe meter up there right next to your point scale. It starts out at 15, I believe, and with each lap it goes down. That means that if you finish a lap lower than rank 10, or position 10, or whatever you want to call it, then you'll automatically fail, and you'll have to start over. So hopefully you're better than that, I would hope, because this game, it's really, really hard to finish that shitty, so I hope that you're pretty good. There's also a power meter, so let's say you take damage or something by either hitting the wall or hitting other cars and such, your power meter will go down. Watch out for those ones, by the way, the flashing rival cars that look mysteriously like football helmets. Those things are out to get you. And they'll make you careen out of control, and they'll take a nice chunk of power out of you, so avoid them at all costs, believe me. One small mistake can really fuck everything up for you, so I highly advise to have steady eyes and quick hands. But, yeah, if in the weird event that while you're jumping, you jump off the track, you will immediately explode, and I will laugh at you, and then you'll have to start all over again. So, once again, just don't. I believe that if you can manage to amass over 10,000 points, you will get yourself an extra life, which you shouldn't need them, but, you know, if you do need them, there you go. But it looks like we're gonna get through this without too much problem. Yeah! There are 5 races to each cup, and we'll be doing as many as we can do. I think that I'm only able to record about 10 minutes worth of material, because Fraps will only allow me to do so. Otherwise, the file size is just way too big. So we're gonna do what we can do. That's another thing I forgot to mention about this game, is that the music, like the soundtrack for this game, is absolutely awesome. It's incredible. That's probably one of the first things that really attracted me to this game when I was a kid, was that I really enjoyed the soundtrack for it. I always loved that part of that track because of the really crude representation of what water is. Oh yeah, another thing to mention. If you hadn't really figured it out by now, if you do take damage at the beginning of each lap, or for a couple that are in the middle, they have recharge stations where if you drive through them, your power will go up. There's some weird ship that will come down and beam you up some extra power, so make sure you take advantage of that when you can. And so some of you, maybe for those of you that have never played F-Zero before, which I don't know how that could possibly be, but if you're wondering why I picked this car over, or this vehicle over the other ones, well, here's my reasoning. It has higher top speed, or at least, yeah, higher top end speed. It's able to sustain its turbos longer, which I find very useful. And it's more durable. Its power seems to be more stable. So, there's other cars that have better acceleration than this one, or they have their power regenerates quicker when you go through those charge stations, and they get better top speed overall from their turbos. But I find that overall this vehicle is just better. I feel like its turning is a little bit easier to deal with too. So There's always things that you have to take into consideration when you're playing this game. That turn can be kind of rough sometimes. I'll warn you right now. If you're not careful, you're gonna careen all over the place and probably fly backwards, and then you're going to lose, and you'll feel like a total jackass. Believe me, I've done it plenty of times. And there we have it. And we got an extra life. How about it? The funny thing is that no matter how fast you or like no matter how well you seem to be doing, and no matter how much it seems to be that you're totally blowing the computer out, they will be right behind you no matter what. So that's why making one, even the slightest mistake, can be very, very costly. So once again, you need to be very careful. And this track can be a real pain sometimes because of a turn like that, and it's a little more enclosed, so once again you need to be careful there. There's a turn up here that can be kind of interesting sometimes. It's this one right here. So try not to use turbos anywhere near that, otherwise it's going to be very difficult for you to get through it. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. Stupid football helmet cars. Sorry, I had a text message. If only you could actually pause life, like, while you're driving to answer a text message. That would be cool. Unfortunately, that's not how things work. Oh yeah. We've regained the lead. Now that I think about it, this is actually the very first racing game LP that I've done. Never really got the chance to get around to that, considering that racing games are one of my favorite genre overall. It's kind of what I grew up on. I was the kind of guy that played a lot of F-Zero, or San Francisco Rush, or Cruis'n USA, and this and that and the other. Damn it, I hit one of those things. Once again, a very bad move. Forgot to use my turbo on that lap. Oh well, at least I'll have another one. Ah, yes. I don't know exactly what kind of person you are, whether you're the one that likes to save up 3 turbos and then blow them all on one lap, or if you like to use one per lap like myself. I feel like using one per lap kind of makes a little more sense, and it comes in handy because if you have one of those times that you make a mistake, sometimes it's nice to have just that one on handy for you. But if you're like some sort of gaming prodigy where you just don't need them, period, well then, you know, save them. Whatever. I'm not gonna judge on how you do your stuff. Ah, there we go. Seems like we're doing pretty well. I was just kind of fucking around on this game yesterday, and I was not doing so hot. I must have been because I was pretty rusty or something. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can we edge him out? Oh, damn. I think if I would have not hit the Blue Falcon guy, we probably would have been able to get through that. That's the first one I finished in second in, damn. Oh my god. Okay, this level is a real piece of shit. But we're not going to be able to get to it this time. It takes a wee bit too long, so stick around for the next episode of Let's Play F-Zero. We're going to finish Deathwind 1, and then we'll finish the final level of the Knights Cup, or the Knights League, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll move on to more stuff. So your host, AMF1534, saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.